Fashion weeks have wrapped up in New York, Paris, and recently our own Bellevue Fashion Week. But how do those runway looks translate to our everyday life? That's what stylist Darcy Camden is for, and she's here to do just that.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, let's talk about fashion.
Oh my gosh, always my favorite.
Okay.
So, do fashion shows actually have a real impact on the everyday person? Because obviously I'm not looking like a model.
That's a great question, because we see these big pageants and expensive things on the runway, and they don't seem very wearable or anything anyone would want to own. But I do think, so when the big design houses and the collectors do their fashion weeks, they're 6 months ahead.
Okay.
So fall 2024 was really like 5-6 months ago. And so the designers debut their collections, and that gives the other stores, like the stores we're familiar with in the mall, even like a Target, time to kind of do their own version or adaptation of it. And so when you venture out this month, next month, this season, this is what you're going to see at every price point. So I think it's interesting to know about. You don't have to love every trend, but I think it's useful to know like what's going to be out there when you do go shopping.
That's so smart. That makes perfect sense. And we actually just had a fashion week here in Bellevue that you went to.
We have a really cool thing that the Bellevue collection does. Oh, there I am on the runway.
Oh, look at that.
The Bellevue collection, Bellevue Fashion Week, every year. This was their 19th year. Little different than what the designers do in New York or Milan or Paris. One, all the looks on the runway are current. So it's a fall fashion show in the fall. You can actually go to the Bellevue collection and shop all the looks. They're also a lot more price accessible because it's like J. Crew and Anthropologie and Express and stores that we're familiar with.
Right.
It also raises a ton of money for local charity. They raised almost $100,000 for WIN and Kids Quest Children Museum. 100% of the ticket profit goes to that.
Oh my gosh, I need to go next year. That looks so fun.
Will you come with me next year?
Oh my gosh, don't even.
Okay, let's go. It's a lot of fun. They do a really good job with it.
So fun. And I love this, that you have 3 takeaways when watching a fashion show that can help us deciding, what to put in our own wardrobe. Number 1, color theme. Tell me about this.
Either I'm watching something online or I'm there in person. I always look for a hero color, like a color that splashed everywhere. A couple years ago, pink was everywhere.
Yes.
And I love color as a trend because you can do it head to toe. You can do it as a little accessory. It transcends age and budget and size and everything. You can do a little or a lot, and it's a great way to freshen up your wardrobe.
Yes, a little punch of color. Yeah. And then your second tip is something that you already have.
It can be really easy to look for a whole bunch of new things that you don't own and think that you need to get all those things.
Right.
But I first notice what might be similar to what I already own, so I can get new ideas of how to wear it, and it feels fresh to me.
Take stuff out of the archives. I'm always doing that.
I have a jacket like that. Ooh, I have shoes like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, and your last tip was something new that you're excited about.
One thing. It doesn't need to be a whole bunch. This isn't about turning over your entire closet, getting all new everything, but honing in on one thing that feels fresh to you is like a good takeaway. One thing.
And it makes you happy. It's like a little treat for you.
Something new.
Okay, you brought some models, so I want to get to that. But the first trend that you noticed was the color green.
Color green was all over like Milan Fashion Week. This is the Gucci show. And a lot of like people online were calling this like brat green. And I don't really know what that means, but
it was
it's
the
kind
brat
of like
summer, the brat,
it's kind of like a retro 70s kind of hue of green. Really pretty and true to what we just talked about. Like if you go to the mall, like you cannot go 10 feet without seeing green everywhere.
Well, and I see you wearing green, and I want to see what the first model is in too. I'm assuming.
So I went to the Bellevue collection, and so
we see green.
I found this great dress. It's kind of mod, really cool, from Anthropologie, and this big oversized sweater from J. Crew. Put it with a little boot and a little ladylike bag. It's definitely giving Gucci vibes for not necessarily the price. And you could take that sweater and you could wear it with jeans. I think this is something that like going into the holidays, like holiday office parties and stuff, would be a really good look.
I am absolutely in love with this. You look incredible. Yes, work it. I need all of that. Okay, your second trend, fur and fringe.
Yeah, and this was, when I saw this all over the runways, this is Bottega Veneta.
Ooh,
and
look at that red.
I have a lot of fringe, and sometimes I don't know what to do with it. It feels like too much. So I was really excited to see, the designers putting fringe and fur and fluff and all of these things all together.
Exactly.
That was really interesting, and so that's what I kind of adapted.
To see your next look then on how the
So this is a really cool sweater from Anthropologie and like a fringe bag, and I think it's really tempting with something textural and heavy like a fringe to wear only one piece. But I like multiple together, and there's a little fur on the shoe, and so it's a kind of a more is more vibe, but it feels really balanced to me. So if you've got a fringe and a fur and a fluff and you can kind of do it all together.
The fact that you can move all the textures and mix and match, and I guess I always think fringe like Western vibes, but you're showing it so elevated and able to mix all of this together. You look absolutely stunning.
And she's also really comfortable. So I think that's really important too when we're talking about fashion and integrating it into our lives. The first thing always is you want to feel like physically comfortable.
Yes.
And like soft knits, comfortable pants. That's where it all starts for me.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, and our next one and last, ladylike suiting.
And so we went straight to the source for this one, which was Chanel at Paris Fashion Week. I mean, they do it the best.
Say less.
They're pretty consistent with this look and this vibe. They've been doing it for a really long time. But sometimes it sort of ebbs in and out of favor. And this year in particular, a lot of other designers were doing similar. And so ladylike was really, really like, it's very all over the place. And the best place to go if you really, if this trend resonates with you and you want to know like where to go. Okay, good news. Ann Taylor is now reopened at the Bellevue collection.
Really?
We haven't had an Ann Taylor in our region for 3-4 years. So it just reopened, and they really are kind of nailing this look at a very affordable price point.
Okay, so we got to see this look.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did like a really comfortable dress and a very Chanel inspired sweater. I edged it up with a little kind of like bag, and then another big trend, flats. The mesh Mary
the mesh
Jane
see-through
is like a really big trend all over the place, and I think it goes well with this ladylike look. And again, comfortable, really, really comfortable.
Yeah,
but
you can take from day to night, from desk to dinner. Stunning.
So Ann Taylor, she's back.
She's back, baby.
For everyone heading back to the office, I think that's good news.
Thank you, Darcy. Always so much fun.